I was gonna clean my room before a copyright strike. Ooh, I was gonna finish the song, but it'd be a copyright strike. I don't want a copyright strike
I gotta
because
ask
we
Sean if they got a copyright strike on their video today. What's going on, guys? Pro Wrestling Unlimited, PW Unlimited podcast here on Wednesday, the 29th of August. What's going on, everybody?
What's going on, guys?
Here
Welcome
on
to
the
the
PW
show.
Unlimited podcast.
You know why I'm in a good mood today, Tim?
What's up?
Today, my brother bought 10 scratchers. 10 $1 scratchers. And we split them in half. I won $11 and 2 free tickets.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's always a good feeling.
What's the most you've ever won off one scratcher?
I think off a $10 scratcher, I won $50 or $55.
I won $200 off of a $5 scratcher
When was the last time you bought a scratcher?
last week when I got gas.
Okay, so is it like a common thing for you to buy scratchers?
No, maybe like once every other month. It used to be.
What I'll typically do now is I'll buy a $1 scratcher when I get paid. It's just like, all right, here's a good luck charm. I got paid today. I got some money. Let's spend $1. Let's see if I can't make a profit. Dude. Everyone's like, oh, you gotta go with the big scratchers. I'm like, no, you don't. Just get the $1, make $5. There you go.
Heck no,
my buddy's
dad won $1,000 off a dollar scratcher.
My cousin's old man won $2,000 scratchers, like back to back.
Nice.
Fucking incredible. But we're not here to talk about scratchers, folks. We're here to talk about Becky Lynch's quote-unquote heel turn, ? Stuff that's going on with Kurt Angle. We're going to be talking a little bit about All In. So a lot of other stuff.
First
TJ
off,
Fritzen, I won 100. Is that euro? Is it euros or pounds?
Pounds.
Pounds off a $1 scratcher? That's freaking awesome. Jonathan Bell says Nick is handsome. Thank you. Please tell the ladies that so they can think the same thing. Why is everyone winning pounds? Does no one... Wait, are they just defaulting to pounds? Because I know TJ Fritz.
Or they're all from another country.
No, TJ Fritz isn't.
Well, I don't know.
I thought he said
Lucas says dollar.
Yeah, why did Lucas say dollar? This is weird. Gregory says, hi, how are you doing? I'm good. In the chat, because I didn't read it off today, we've got Darren. Cheer up, buddy. We're gonna make you feel a little bit better tonight, Darren. Keep your head up, man. Let's talk about this quote unquote Becky Lynch.
Well, hold on. First off, I want to get the Undertaker thing.
Oh yeah.
All right, so some of you may and some of you may have not seen this video from, was it Sunday, Saturday? Something like that. Over the weekend at the Dodgers game in Los Angeles, the power went out twice during the game. And so there's a video of the power going out the second time. And you see like everything looks fine, and then everything just, and you hear a guy go, oh my God. And like the crowd starts going, whatever. And cool. I saw that video like 20 minutes after
it was really cool.
I saw the video like 20 minutes after it was posted. That's all it is. The guy says, oh my God, you hear the crowd. Well, there's another version of that video circulating, and it's got the Undertaker's theme. Basically, as soon as the power goes out, the Undertaker's theme hits. WWE reposted it on their Instagram. And because of that, everybody now thinks it's real, which it's not real. Somebody added the Undertaker's music to it afterwards. So for all those websites that are out there posting that, oh, the sound guy actually hit the music when the power went out to be cool. No, he didn't. Somebody added that after the fact and then re-uploaded it. So for everyone that's been fooled and duped to think it's real, because today I saw it probably about 200 times on my timeline on Twitter. People reposting the video from various news sources on Twitter. It's not real. I can literally send me a DM and I'll DM you the original footage.
Yeah, no, it's it's funny. I think the guy that made the original, the Undertaker's name, I think that's cute. I like when people do that.
But it irks me when people try to say that they're legit news sources and they're reporting this as something that really happened, literally saying a sound guy at the Dodger game hit the music when the power went out. Well, first off, if the power went out, how are you playing this music over the loudspeaker if the power's out?
Exactly.
Because the power goes out for a good 15 seconds. Mm-hmm. And the music hits while it's still dark. That's your first sign. Anyways.
And what I do want to mention is we forgot to mention this at the top of the show. $2 from Nicholas. Thank you, sir. If you guys do want to text into the show, you can text to 510-906-1341. That's 510-906-1341. Now, there has been a lot of confusion, I guess, when it comes to who are heels and who are faces when it comes to Monday Night Raw. And there's more confusion when you go to SmackDown and you see, oh, I wonder who the heel is. And then you see Becky and you go, that's the heel? Everyone likes her. No one likes Charlotte. It's weird, man. It's really weird. I don't understand why they're trying to force. I know she can do it. She can do it. And she's going to put her heart and soul into this heel turn. She's going to make people despise her. But she's going to drop the puns. She's going to drop the straight fire. I think she's going to be a lot more of you're going to see a lot of her matches turn into striking matches. Like, she's going to hit you. I really liked when she said, I'm going to take back what's mine, you bitch.
You know why she said that? You know why she said bitch, right?
No, I don't.
Because whenever Roman Reigns says it, he gets a pop. So their thinking was probably, ooh, let's have Becky say this quote-unquote bad word, and the crowd's going to like it.
Yeah, I reckon that's true. Yeah, I don't know. Especially going to the, Raw standpoint, where you've got the Shield coming out one night and putting Braun through a table, which is like, in that sense, all right, Braun's the heel, or no, Braun's the big baby face. Everyone loves him. Everyone wants him to be champ. And then the Shield are the group of bad guys because they keep billing him as, this is the Shield from old. This is not the what was it, 2017 returning Shield? This is not the TLC Shield. This is, what was it, 2014 Shield?
Well, this is look first at that a couple different ways, though, because you have the original Shield, who were technically heels, and then they slowly turned into baby faces when they did the Evolution feud. And then Seth turned.
That's true. So, because I think they might have realized, fuck, these guys need to be heels. Let's just make one of them heels. And they're really billing this is the Shield of old. This is what you got. These are the Hounds of Justice. And they come out this last Monday.
Uh-huh.
And they just get their shit rocked.
Well, like I said, they didn't even come out together. It was Dean came out to try and save Roman. He got beat up. Seth came out later. He got beat up. So it was like, eh.
And then you've got McIntyre, Dolph, who are heels, those two guys. There's no doubt about what those guys are. It is, fact of the matter, they are heels. I don't know.
Well, here's my thing. So Braun came off to me as a big heel. He had the look on his face like, I'm pissed, I'm a heel, da-da-da-da.
Well, he screamed, I told you I'm not finished with you, and then headbutted him.
Right, but what if Braun is not quote-unquote heel, but he knows that there's common enemies between him, McIntyre, and Ziggler with the Shield. So he's going to align himself with them to use them for his own good, and then eventually just be like, oh, I don't need you guys. You're gone. I'm still, Braun Strowman, by myself, a babyface, or whatever I want to be. Because also, he was a damn heel throughout the Kevin Owens stuff.
Yeah, you can't throw a man off a ladder and a cage. I don't blame Kevin for quitting.
Lock a guy in a porta potty and then try to throw it off the stage and be a baby face.
Taking crazy fucking bumps to get a guy over as a baby face, and then in like 15 seconds he turns heel. I'd fucking quit too.
That was that
what a
right
kick
there
to the wiener.
No.
That's just not fair.
That was
ridiculous. Poor Kevin Owens. Hey, you can buy his Kevin Steen merch on Pro Wrestling Tees. You can buy the fucking you can buy the Tommaso This Is My Moment shirt.
I saw that. You sent me a text.
I might use some financial aid money to buy it. But I don't understand what they're trying to do with the idea of we're blurring the line. It feels like they're thinking we're going to blur the lines between heel and face.
Right.
So we can get, like, it's almost like they don't want natural reactions. They want genuinely cheers from everybody. They want people to
But
cheer.
here's the thing with the Charlotte thing. The way SmackDown went off the air. They purposely, I think, saw that reaction she was getting sitting in the ring. And so they put the camera on her for about 20 seconds where the crowd was just booing
they were
so loud. You could see
Right.
the people jumping up and down with the thumbs down behind her.
Well,
It
that was to
just-
get her over as a babyface. Be sympathetic.
No, they
The
were
fans-
booing. No,
I know, but
I think
Go
they've
ahead.
switched it up. They're gonna change their minds. They're gonna let Becky be the babyface and Charlotte be the heel.
How can you do that after that Becky promo? How can you do that after the picture she posted on Instagram? How are you gonna make her the babyface?
Because what picture?
What's
She got
gotta
attacked from what picture? That she got attacked from behind?
No, it was Becky posted a picture of her holding the title, and the caption was "TikTok, bitch."
Because bitch is supposed to be the cool thing. Roman is the only other one to say bitch, and he gets a cheer when he says it.
I really like how they're going about I guess kind of like making her almost like a Stone Cold type character.
Yeah, and Bully Ray actually said on his radio show, Busted Open, that he felt it, and that fans feel it and stuff. That they're trying to make her a Stone Cold version. Here's the interesting thing.
She could do it. She of all people
Maybe
to be the next kind of Stone, because
but
who
that's
was
what
the
they
last
wanted
Stone
Ambrose.
Cold?
But that's what the fans wanted Ambrose to be too.
Right, but do you know who was the Stone Cold after Stone Cold?
I don't know.
Punk.
Yeah, I guess.
Punk was the total Stone Cold, with just minus the beer. Smash 2 vitamin waters together.
Here's the funny thing. So in that promo right after SummerSlam, Becky said, I'm not going to attack you from behind. I'll do it right to your face like she did at SummerSlam, right?
Yeah.
So then that week, they post something on their YouTube channel about, what was it? It was like NXT's 5 biggest turns or attacks or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And one literally is, I think it was Sasha beating up Bayley in the ring. So Becky runs down to make the save. They get Sasha out of the ring. Bayley's like leaning over the ropes, talking crap to Sasha. So Becky attacks her from behind and aligns with Sasha.
That was what, PCB?
No, this was NXT before they all came to the main roster.
Right. No, dumbass. I'm saying, yeah, didn't that form PCB?
No.
No, because that was
No,
Paige.
you don't remember when Becky was
I
like
remember,
Sasha's henchman for a
yeah,
while?
when she was like super like punk rock style, not like
When she still had the Irish music.
yeah. $5
But
because we got will Flip Gordon stay all in? Will Flip help Cody? We'll have to see. We're gonna talk about it in the predictions.
But it's like Becky's over here. I won't attack someone from behind. If I'm gonna attack them, I'm gonna attack them from, in front of their face. And then literally that week they posted that video on their YouTube.
I think what I like though is that idea of her being like, I'm gonna kick your ass, and I'm gonna make sure you see me coming when I come to kick your ass. Because you know what I think they can do. You know what they can sell.
Attacked from behind on this week's SmackDown.
Because you know what some kid's gonna have in the crowd next week. I promise you.
What?
A really crudely drawn Becky 316.
I don't know.
And they're gonna hard cam that shit.
Well, they would, yeah, but I don't know
And
if
then
someone would.
you're gonna get merchandise for it.
I don't think they should do Becky 316 because that'd be too.
Okay, Steven, I completely understand where you're coming from. Steven says, I'm sorry I have to ask, what's the hype about Becky? The hype with Becky is that imagine you are a player for the Boston Red Sox. And in the minors, you hit 200 home runs and you had 900 stolen bases. You held the record for just most dicks slapped on the field. And you come up to the majors, and then they just kind of like sit you on the bench. You maybe get like an at-bat here and there. And then one day, your manager's just like, fuck it. Let's just put you in the lineup tonight. Let's start you. And then you just show up, and you do great. You do this phenomenal job. You hit 100 home runs. And then all of a sudden the manager says, all right, we see that. Not anymore. Get out. They gave Becky the title. They were like, oh, awesome, that was great. Fuck you, though. Get to the back of the line. She floundered. And then all of a sudden, now she's getting what she deserves. She's a really good wrestler. She's the best out of the 4 horsewomen. She's probably the second best on the women's roster behind
Behind who?
Asuka. And I have something to say. I have something to say about Asuka matches, with kind of clicked with me recently.
Anyways, Becky, your baseball analogy. Where's it going?
Yeah, it's that feeling, and then you get called back up, and you finally get the chance to shine. You get the chance to shine and be your own person and go out there, and then all of a sudden people have signs for you. People are cheering for you. They're booing the Yankees. I fucking hate the Yankees. That's why I'm using this analogy. So it's that idea of working so goddamn hard, getting the call, doing great when you get the call, and then they just shut you down. And then once they're like, all right, maybe we'll put you back in, you blow it out of the goddamn water. A text line 734 says, Nick, I'll make a sign for you, Becky 316, since I'm in Michigan, and they'll be in Detroit. I just need the money to go.
I'm going to try in a couple weeks. They're going to be in Columbus, Ohio next Monday.
Yeah.
After they go from Toronto to London to China to Japan. No, Japan, China, and then back to the States, all in 1 week.
Are we getting Raw and SmackDown London?
No, they're in London. Like, they just flew in. They're in London right now.
Okay, I got you.
They literally went from the New York area to Toronto to London to China to Japan, China, and then they got to be back by Monday in Columbus, Ohio.
That's fucking brutal.
Yeah.
And before we finish off the heel face talk, what do you think is going to be the best direction for the stuff that's going on Raw? I mean,
Braun?
what can you do, man?
Braun has to win. You don't have your male Money in the Bank winner cash in and fail 2 years in a row, would you? Because Corbin failed last year. So Corbin was supposed to win. He was supposed to successfully cash in, and then he got heat on him. You remember why?
God, I think I remember. I think John Cena just said, like,
no,
this ain't it, Chief.
No, they had a big, they had some doctor come in and do this big old talk to the SmackDown roster. Probably did it with Raw too, but they did it with the SmackDown roster, talking about concussions and stuff. And Corbin stood up and tried to tell him he didn't know what he was talking about.
Oh my God, what a fucking idiot.
And so they're like, oh, yeah, you're going to fail your cash in now.
I don't blame him. Roman heel, Braun face, Braun wins, says TJ Fritz. Super Rainmaker, I have no idea. You could probably look it up on their events list.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, I mean, I would
the Stevie Hung, no, it is expect the unexpected, not never expect.
Never expect.
You must not watch Big Brother.
Never expect the unexpected. I don't know. You don't want to have that guy lose two years in a row.
Right.
The Money in the Bank holder lose 2 years in a row. But do you also want the guy that you've been trying for 4 years to become world champion after beating Brock Lesnar to lose not even a month into his
But then Roman can be the sympathetic baby face that's got to chase the champion again.
But how's he going to be a baby face if he's... So the whole Shield has to be baby face? Because they're really honing on the Shield is a thing now.
Well, I mean,
the Shield is back.
Dean and Seth. I mean, Seth was the most over baby face they had.
Would you say he's the most over baby face in the last 10 years?
No, not 10.
5?
Maybe like 3, 2.
Really? That short?
Probably since he came back in 2016 from his knee injury.
I marked out when that happened. I'm not going to lie.
Elimination. No, Extreme Rules when he attacked Roman.
I don't play
If you remember, Roman won that title at Mania, and he only held it till June. So it was May. He only held it for like 3 months. That last time he won the title. So having him lose again, it's not like they haven't done that before. I mean, the first time he won the title at Survivor Series, he had the title for 10 minutes, and then Sheamus cashed in.
What was it? Sheamus 5-13 or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. There you go. And so, I mean, they're not against short title reigns from Roman. Because it's more like, oh, we can say in a couple years, look how many times he's been a world champion.
Yeah.
It's like Charlotte. Charlotte's going to be a 16-time champion after freaking the next 2 years. She's already 7.
Yeah, that's way too much. Before we start to talk about some stuff involving Kurt Angle, I want to talk about a little website where you can buy T-shirts. Do you know what that website is, Tim? Mostly because I'm asking because I don't know which website you want to use to promote today.
Oh,
Because we didn't. Which one do you prefer?
Well,
this is some behind the scenes.
Well, actually, if you guys want to go to the Pro Wrestling Unlimited Pro Wrestling Tees store, where we have either our I'm a PW Guy shirt or the My Guy shirt, starting tomorrow. If you use the promo code ALLIN, you're going to get 20% off of your purchase, your entire purchase on Pro Wrestling Tees. So you can go there, pick up a Pro Wrestling Unlimited t-shirt, go pick up a Fightful t-shirt, go grab a Bullet Club t-shirt, put them all in your cart, use the code ALLIN, and then boom, 20% on all your purchase.
Yeah.
So just go to ProWrestlingTees.com. Go search Pro Wrestling Unlimited. We got a couple shirts up there. Also, go search Fightful. They've got some shirts up there too. Put the shirts in your cart. Put the shirts in your cart. Put the promo code ALLIN, and you get 20% off of it all.
Yeah, definitely.
I think it runs till, I can tell you exactly when it expires.
TJ Fritz, we haven't made that shirt. I don't know if anyone would even buy it, but that'd be a really funny shirt to make.
I could do it.
A genuine question, who in God's name would buy a shirt that says Nick is my role model? Because I can design it to... I totally mean Tim. Can design it to look fucking awesome.
So the sale on Pro Wrestling Tees starts tomorrow, noon Central Time, and ends on the 3rd at noon Central Time, which is, I want to say, next Monday.
Yep. The 3rd would be next Monday. I'm looking at my calendar. Yeah.
Because the 1st is Saturday.
Yep. So definitely go check it out, guys. Jack Fitzpatrick says, I start school on Wednesday. I'm sorry. Oh, Hawkeye J says, this is my last PW Weekly podcast for a while. I'm back to school on Tuesday. R.I.P. Should have done what I did and drop out.
But you're back.
Shh. 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 Shh.
Anyways.
Oh my God, Tim, can you make us shake these hands?
Shake these hands?
Get it? Get it?
I think so.
Is this Randy Orton and Braun Strowman?
Oh, I do get it now. I didn't. We got you. Give me. Tomorrow morning.
The hands are rattlesnakes. Oh, shit. Oh, I'm stupid. Let's talk a little bit about Curtis Angle.
Curtis? No, it's just Kurt.
That's the joke. That My Guy shirt is going to be a hit here in New Jersey. We always say that. Well, buy it, Lewis Hawkins. Buy it for all your friends.
Yeah.
Buy it for teachers. Buy it for your boss. Buy it for your mom.
20% off now if you use the promo code ALLIN to get all of your order discounted.
Get a size extra small and give it to your dog.
Why not?
Make sure everyone has a My Guy shirt.
Hey, Cody brought his dog to Chicago for All In.
Well, yeah, that pup's appearing at StarCast.
His dog is a service animal, so I got to sit right with him and Brandy on the airplane.
That's awesome. That's such a beautiful dog.
Yeah, it is.
Let's talk Kurt Angle.
So, Kurt Angle was given, quote-unquote, a vacation from Raw because Stephanie felt that he needed to go, I guess you could say, recharge his batteries. With that, they've made Baron Corbin the new general manager. And you want to know something? So they called him acting general manager Corbin, right?
Yeah.
They said it like 20-something times on Raw. I think, huh?
Kind of like beating it India.
I think they said like 28 times. Jimmy Van over on today's Listing Your Boy said they did the math or whatever, and it came out to, they said it twice every 15 minutes, basically, if you do the average. They said acting general manager Corbin. It averaged out to 2 times every 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So anyways, so you think, okay, Kurt Angle on vacation. He's going to sit at home until they need him. Nope. Kurt was backstage at Raw in Toronto. They still had him there even though they didn't use him.
I'm not surprised. I'm sure he's back there helping running stuff.
So from what we've heard, mainly from Pro Wrestling Insider, PWI, they are stating that Kurt's heavily been training for a return to the ring. Now, they don't know how often he's going to be wrestling, what shows he's going to wrestle, who his first match is going to be. And that's what I want to talk to you guys about. You, Nick, the people in the chat, texted in. What do you think, first off, Kurt's first match back should be? Because he hasn't wrestled since Mania. So what do you think his first match back should be? And going forward, how often and when should he work? Because I have a theory, but I want to know what you guys think. What do you think, Nick?
Oh, God, be sure to text in who you guys would like to see Angle face and how long you want to see him back for to 510-906-1341. Are we going, like, logistic, or are we going, it would be cool?
Just like, no, how you literally think they could do it. And I'll tell you my theory on it.
It has to be doesn't have to be a tag match, because I feel like you can do a singles match.
Everybody's waiting for that Kurt Angle singles return. He hasn't had a singles match yet since coming back to WWE.
Have it be events come back and face Corbin.
I mean, that's the logical thing.
Yeah, that's the logical thing. Come back, face Corbin. I feel like that's going to be your best route. That's going to be the thing that makes the most sense. How often should he wrestle? I don't know. Always wrestle on TV, maybe once at a house show.
So here's what I'm thinking. He doesn't need to be on TV every week wrestling.
Ooh,
Like,
Jason Jordan, that's a good one.
Jason Jordan, they're not clearing him. He's going to be a producer.
I'm just saying it's a good one. Fuck,
Yeah.
don't crush the kid's dreams.
So here's my theory.
649.
So Kurt doesn't have to wrestle every week on Raw. Maybe once a month he'll show up, wrestle on Raw, or every other month or something, because he's Kurt Angle. He doesn't have to be wrestling every month plus or every week. Plus, you want to help him out there. His neck's not in the best shape.
Meaningless tag matches could,
maybe. So what my theory is, maybe at the Australia show he faces Corbin. Get a big Kurt Angle match there, which they would consider that a big Kurt Angle match because Corbin's been a thorn in Angle's side for the last 2 months.
Exactly.
And then you can have him be in one of the, maybe he could be on Team Raw for Survivor Series, or they do
Smart.
Angle's team versus Corbin's team.
No, you can't call it Angle's team.
Team Angle.
You can't call it that.
He recruits Benjamin from SmackDown and brings Charlie Haas.
That's fantasy.
So then you go. That's November. He doesn't have to work up the pay-per-view in December. Put him in the Rumble. Go forward, have him have a big match at Mania, maybe against Triple H or something. And then you go from there and see, okay, we've had him wrestle for 6 months, off and on. Where do we go after Mania? That's my theory on it, how I would do it.
Do you want to pull like a Rousey?
And what do you mean?
Just like Rousey style of her appearances on television and house shows and things like that?
I don't think Kurt needs to work house shows, though.
Yeah, but it would probably draw. Especially depending on where they are, if they're UK house shows or Pennsylvania house shows.
Yeah, it would work. But my whole thing is, Kurt's body's not in the best of shape.
Mm-hmm.
Kurt's,
Tag matches, man.
True. But it's like people aren't
Oh.
gonna want to come like, oh, Kurt in a tag match. What's he gonna do? Jump in, hit an angle slam, a ankle lock, and that's it. Not do much.
646 says Undertaker. Ooh, what about a Randy Orton schedule?
That would work.
Wouldn't
Or
be
a Daniel
bad at all.
Bryan. The Daniel Bryan schedule is basically he works one house show a week, and he sometimes wrestles on SmackDown. Most SmackDowns he wrestles. Usually he gets Saturday, Sunday off, works the Monday house show, and then works Tuesday SmackDown. So you can do the Daniel Bryan schedule if he wants to work. It's also, we don't know how much Kurt wants to wrestle. Like, we know Kurt wants to wrestle, but how often, We
got a mad lad from the 732. Says, I think Kurt will face Corbin, but I would like to see him face Owens and Rollins. I think it'd be I think he should step out of the GM role and have one last run, but I think he will get the Shane McMahon treatment. So the Scott Steiner schedule. Oh, God. Nicholas Bronson, there's literally no difference between the syrup in Canada and the syrup in the United States, because syrup is bad.
I heard the syrup in Canada is sweeter.
I don't like Let me ask you a question,
Okay.
and I genuinely mean this. Do you put your syrup in the fridge?
Yeah?
You're fucking dumb.
Why?
You're gonna put fucking cold syrup on a nice, warm, fluffy pancake? Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here!
What's wrong with that?
It's not like, why are you putting cold on warm?
By the time you cook all your pancakes and you have your flapjack stacked there anyways, they're not that warm if you think about it.
How much time are you taking in between making your pancakes?
Well, it takes like 2 minutes or a minute and a half to cook one pancake, and I cook like 10. Because I don't make just for me at one time. I got kids and everything. I get 3. They each get 3 or 4.
How many pancakes do you think you can eat in one sitting?
Oh, I have no clue.
I genuinely think I could do at least 15. I wouldn't be proud. I could do 15.
I wouldn't even know. I'd never tried.
TJ Fritz is in the cupboard, so basically TJ Fritz respects himself. Anyway, let's.
But also, I pull everything out at one time, so the syrup does get to almost room temperature by the time I use it. Anyways, I pull it out at the beginning.
Everyone's
I pull it all out together at the same time.
Do you not put ketchup on a burger? I put ketchup on my burger. The reason, no, I don't put my. Well, I always have at least 2 bottles of ketchup. One is maybe in the fridge. One's typically, in a cupboard. Betty Boo, because I fucking can, motherfucker. It's my show. Don't worry about it. If you don't like it, leave. Crazy JJ, that's bullshit.
Yeah, maybe he was in an eating competition.
I don't know. I mean, because I feel like at that point when you put it on a burger, like if you put cold ketchup on a burger, it gets all mixed in with the warm stuff, so it just becomes warm. When there's a pancake, it's just one warm thing and it's a pancake. I don't know.
But that's what I'm saying. You get a short stack. You make like 4 or 5 at once, and you got them.
All right, let's keep talking wrestling here, yeah.
All right. So you said you want to talk All In.
Yeah, there's some stuff going on with All In. All In, if you don't know, is an upcoming pay-per-view, basically put on by Cody and the guys from the. Is it just Cody and the Bullet Club? No, not the Bullet Club.
Cody and the Young Bucks are basically they're the ones in charge. And Cody did state recently, well, he said this a bunch of times, for them to make matches and agree to the matches, it can't be like 2 of them agree, 1 doesn't. It's got to be all 3, or it doesn't happen. And
so everyone has to be all in.
Yeah, exactly. And Cody also stated, so he's got his own YouTube channel now where he's got this show or this series leading up to All In called All Us. He did state in today's video that there may be 2, no, there's 1 match we haven't announced yet. You could probably guess what it is. I don't know. I couldn't guess. But he said that there's 1 more match that has not been announced.
Neville.
I don't know, because I don't know when he filmed this, because he's blonde again, but when he filmed this episode, he was still brown hair.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. So, and the reason I want to talk a little bit about All In is I do want to talk about the card a little bit. I feel like it's kind of a cop-out to have a 6-man tag main event, your huge show. I don't know why. I wonder what the thought process was.
Well, I mean, they could always change that last minute and be like, you know what, never mind. We're going to put the title match last.
Yeah, because I feel like the NWA title should... Cody's got to win.
Because that goes on with what Cody said today, too, on the All Us video. He goes, we don't have the main event set for sure. We know what we want it to be, but nothing's 100% set yet.
So, no, Super, I have no idea, but I imagine it's a good amount. I imagine it's a pretty penny.
Oh, yeah. You know one way they're paying for talent, right?
Yeah. Logos all over the ring.
That's not what it is. I apparently heard that wrong.
What?
So Cody, I took it as when Cody said I've sold every part of the ring. I took that as he's putting logos everywhere. Apparently, he's contacted wrestling memorabilia collectors, and he's asked them, "Hey, what part of the ring do you want to own after All In?" So he's literally selling off parts of the ring to collectors.
Cool. That's
now
awesome.
We do know that if you pre-order StarCast on Fight, they are giving out, I don't know the size of it, but they are giving out, they'll mail you a little piece of the All In ring canvas while supplies last.
That's really, really cool. I really like that.
Also, Cracker Barrel is catering backstage.
Said that's so country. Cracker Barrel.
You can't not say it country. Cracker
Get
Barrel.
on down to the Cracker Barrel.
Hey, Cracker Barrel. Cracker Barrel is great.
I've actually never had Cracker Barrel before.
The only thing, though, is when I used to live in Texas, my parents came to visit, and we went to Cracker Barrel. And my dad goes, "Can I get a beer?" And they go, "Oh, we don't serve alcohol." My dad looks at us and goes, "You literally took me to a place where I can't get a beer?" He was legitimately mad.
That's kind of weird. I thought most restaurants.
Not Cracker Barrel, because they're family friendly.
So is fucking Domino's.
Yeah, I don't. Domino's doesn't sell beer.
Yeah, they do.
Do they?
If you, well, I mean, you can't be like, yeah, I'm gonna call up a Domino's
Oh,
and get a
wait,
large
yeah.
pizza and ice cold, but you can go to the place. Anyway, let's get back on a little bit of wrestling.
So the all-in card. You want me to run it down? I've got it here.
Yeah, you can run it down.
So we've got, with the NWA Championship on the line, Nick Aldis will be defending against Cody. We've got the six-man tag team dream match, the Golden Elite, Young Bucks and Kota Ibushi against Rey Mysterio, Rey Fenix, and Bandito.
Is that really a dream match?
That's what they're calling it, the six-man dream match.
It's a bold claim.
We've got the IWGP Heavyweight Champion and the PWI 500 #1 Wrestler of the Year, Kenny Omega, up against Pentagon Jr., who... Oh, no. I'll say that in a minute. We've got the ROH Championship being defended by Jay Lethal against the winner of the over-budget Battle Royal, who I have a theory on how I would book that Battle Royal.
Oh, does it involve a man named Neville?
No.
Oh, because it does to me.
So you've also got Okada versus Skrull. And do you know how they're building this match up on being the Elite?
I don't.
So everybody's telling Skrull, "You're the small guy. You're the junior. You're gonna lose to Okada." So Marty Skrull's big thing, especially this week, is, "I've always been told I was too small. Well, Okada, come all in. I'm gonna show them that it doesn't matter the size. I could still beat you, or at least be on your level."
I did like the shirt that came out that I think it said Rain Stopper or like.
Oh yeah, something like that. I know.
It's in the all-in font, and it says like, oh god.
So then we've also got a women's four-way: Madison Rayne versus the dentist Britt Baker versus Chelsea Green and versus Tessa Blanchard.
It's gonna be kind of cool. I might enjoy that.
Then you've got Christopher Daniels versus Stephen Amell.
That's gonna be really fun. I'm
Which
still trying to. I emailed his agent.
They did a pretty good build for that this week on Being the Elite, where Stephen Amell's kind of getting cocky now.
You know what I really like?
So
Stephen Amell's been posting videos of him training on his social media. Just makes me feel like, all right, I like a celebrity making his match look like it matters.
And he said this is his fourth time.
Rain Stopper.
This is his fourth time in a ring, but it's only his third ever match because he wrestled the SummerSlam match where he teamed with Neville to take on Stardust and who was it? Wade Barrett, I think.
Yes.
And then he wrestled I think it was like a 6 or 8 man tag where he teamed with the Bucks against SCU in San Antonio, Texas. It was a ROH live event. And then this is literally his third match, and it's a singles match.
Yeah, it will be after.
Yeah. And so he's doing that. And then we also have on the pre-show the over-budget Battle Royal and SCU, Scorpio Sky, and Frankie Kazarian taking on the Briscoes.
All right. Do you want to try to predict the over-budget Battle Royal?
Well, here's my prediction on how I would do it. So if they do like a 15-man Battle Royal or 20-man Battle Royal, whatever, then they still got like 3 or 4 unannounced names that can go in. Mm-hmm. One of those, the last guy to come in should be Bernard the Business Bear. So Bernard's going. He's doing pretty well. Not really eliminating many people, but not getting himself eliminated. And then Bernard's there at the end. And you're like, okay, so whoever's here with Bernard's gonna win because they're gonna eliminate the bear. And Bernard wins. So Bernard's celebrating. The crowd's like doing whatever they're gonna do. And the head comes off. And it's actually Flip, who had just earned himself a spot on the main card and a shot at the ROH title.
Yeah, but you know why I don't think that can work?
It's too predictable.
It's really fucking hard to wrestle with one of those giant heads.
That's why I'm saying he doesn't do much. He just makes sure he doesn't get eliminated. And then at the end, he wins.
That's fair.
Because, he can't be out there doing his Flip Gordon stuff because then he'll be like, oh, well, why does that guy look like he's doing Flip Gordon moves? He's got to be limited and just survive. That's my theory. That's how I would do it.
Here's what I got.
And we don't even know if Flip's going to be on the show. For all we know, Flip's going to stay in the parking lot doing his party, his all-out party.
Oh, he's gonna be on the show. He has to.
He's got to be. They wouldn't build it up like this for not to be somehow.
Here's what I got though.
All right.
So there is a girl in this match named Jordynne Grace.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna win. She's gonna win the ROH title.
I don't know about that.
Shut up. She's gonna beat Ospreay. She's gonna sign a WWE contract while still holding the Ring of Honor belt. She's gonna main event WrestleMania and beat all of the Shield in a 3-on-1 handicap match. She's gonna become the first ever Universal and Ring of Honor champion. And then she's going to call out Ronda Rousey after the main event. Say, Rousey, get your ass down here. And she's going to beat Rousey for the women's belt. Charlotte's going to come down and congratulate her. Jordynne's going to put her in an armbar and kind of like middle finger Ronda. Charlotte's going to tap in an impromptu match. Then she becomes a SmackDown Women's Champion, unifies them. First ever Women's Universal and ROH champion. And then Goldberg's gonna return the next night on Raw, go to spear her, but her abs are way too strong, and it's gonna tear his shoulder, so he's completely done from wrestling forever. And then Vince McMahon's gonna try to attack her, and then she's gonna be like, I'm gonna tag with God, and then she's gonna beat Vince. I don't know
what you're writing some fables there.
It's my fan fiction. I don't know. I got Neville. Fuck, man. Everything on the table, like everything in everything in my body is telling me for some reason Neville might show up. Because I really
there's a good chance.
He doesn't have a 90-day cause.
Ooh.
He doesn't have a 90-day no compete.
Correct.
So, yeah, that is some 2K shit.
2K19 roster reveal tomorrow.
Ooh, really?
They posted an hour ago. Big news concerning hashtag WWE2K19 roster reveal is coming in the next 24 hours. Keep your eyes peeled.
You tell me right the fuck now in chat that you wouldn't want to see that go down. Because I think I would want to see Jordynne Grace do that. But, what was I saying there? I lost my train of thought after I looked at the chat.
The Budge Battle Royal. You think Neville's gonna...
Yeah, for some reason, just something about... He doesn't have a 90-day no compete. Why not? Neville, the guy's got to figure, why not, man? Why not?
Yeah.
Can't hurt. What's the worst that'll happen? Shows up, be fucking great. I'm sure he wouldn't mind, even if he doesn't even win the Battle Royal, which I'm sure he will. And some people say, oh, he was just on the pre-show. Who cares? He's back.
But I think he shouldn't be a surprise. They need to at least announce him the day before. Because A, if he's on the budget Battle Royal, it'll help the ratings for that show on WGN. Or B, if he's the match they haven't announced for the main card, then it'll help pay-per-view buys. So either way, I don't think Neville, if he's going to be on the show, I don't think Neville should be a surprise. He should be someone that they announce at least 24 hours in advance to either A, help those ratings on WGN or help the pay-per-view buys.
So, I get where you're coming from.
Right.
But I want you to think about it this way.
Okay.
What is the biggest thing right now? Not even when it comes to pro wrestling, just in general. What's something that's very big that everyone uses, that everyone makes things on, and everyone's always on it?
Twitch?
Twitter. Social media.
Okay, what about it?
Imagine you are a company. Maybe not a wrestling company per se, but an advertising company. Okay. Or a like a Denny's or a McDonald's.
Right.
And you see all of a sudden, why is everyone tweeting about this hashtag all in? Because Neville was a surprise. All the people that couldn't be there, all the people that couldn't be at the show are at home losing their fucking minds. They're hashtag fucking all in, hashtag Neville's back, baby Pac is back. And all of a sudden, this thing has become more than a wrestling show. It has become one of the biggest things in the month, in the last 6 months, in the last whatever. And people are going to think, oh, this is really cool. And this isn't even WWE.
I think I know where you're going, but I don't think your theory is going to work out there.
Why?
Well, finish your theory and see if I'm right. What you're gonna say?
I mean, that basically is my theory. It's just gonna help them. It's gonna help
For what? All in two?
All In too.
If they even do it, we don't know there's gonna be an all in two. They don't know there's gonna be an all in two.
So Cody did say, um,
He said he'd like to do it if the first one goes off well, but he
He
also
said-
said he doesn't know if they're even all going to be able to in the next after the next 6 months are up.
I think it's high fucking time that promotions like WWE start thinking, man, holy fuck, look what we just missed out on. Maybe we should start broadening our fucking horizons a little bit.
As far
Because
as
I'm sure working with people. They're dipping their, the tips of their dicks into the water, messing with the Evolve and ICW. They need to just shove the whole wiener in. Start working with these companies. Do you think once Triple H kind of becomes the Vince McMahon of WWE, when Vince McMahon finally has to stop, whether it be he passes away or he just can't do it anymore, and assumably Triple H taking that role, do you think something like that would ever happen? Could we
open the company up more to working with multiple promotions? You're saying
could we get WWE to no longer, like, it's still going to be a juggernaut, but it's not going to be the territory killer. It's going to be another promotion in a sea of great wrestling promotions, because there are independent promotions that are better than WWE right now, and that's a fact. PWG, Ring of Honor, New Japan, TNA or Impact at some points. There are promotions out there that are very, very good that maybe don't have TV deals, maybe just don't have that oomph yet. Evolve, Progress. As soon as WWE stops becoming the emo kid in class that doesn't talk to anyone, as soon as WWE, takes out the headphones where they're listening to My Chemical Romance and they're like, I hate my parents, I hate the world, no one likes me.
No, they're listening to Motorhead all the time.
Yeah, listening to Motorhead. Once they do that and start thinking these people have something to offer, we have something, because WWE's got to realize they can offer such a high platform for so many names. And these other because goddamn well WWE wants Will Ospreay. They want Kenny Omega. They want the Young Bucks. They want all of these names. They want them, but they can't. Could you imagine if they got them and didn't even have to sign them to a contract? They're just figuring, we'll help you out.
They'll still want to sign them.
Yes, that's true.
Because they're not going to sign somebody, push them, make them a megastar, give them a title, and if they're not signed, they can just say tomorrow, hey, I'm still your champ, but I'm leaving.
You know who was a mega guy in the territory days and went almost everywhere, and if the pay was right, he didn't mind doing the job?
Ric Flair?
No, Andre.
Oh, yeah.
Andre was huge everywhere. He would whore himself out to territories because he's like, I'm fucking 7 feet tall and like 9,000 pounds.
Yeah.
Book me, baby. No, but no one knows about that, Andre. No one knows. And it's just, they have that option. They have the plan.
Right. And Cody said on the All Us video, he was like, I think Triple H may try and watch. He's like, if I know Triple H as well as I do, he may try and watch a good amount, if not all of All In.
He's gonna.
He goes, Vince, and he's like, at this point in Vince's life and career, he's probably a GIF watcher and a YouTube clipper. He won't watch All In, but he may see a clip or two if someone shows it to him. He goes, but myself, I'm always still trying to learn. Cody literally said, I watched every minute of this year's SummerSlam.
Yeah, learn what not to do.
He was like, I'm still, just consuming content to learn more and just see stuff.
I'm sure he doesn't have any bad blood with WWE.
No, because I don't think he left on bad terms. It was just, he was frustrated because he wanted to get out of the Stardust gimmick. They told him he could, and he was coming up with ideas to come back as Cody. And then when they told him, okay, we'll do it right after WrestleMania. We're going to do it at this time. You can start possibly here. And then they were just like, never mind. We're not going to pull the trigger. He was just like, well, then I'm done. I'm fed up. Can I leave? He's like, if you're not really going to use me to any sort of extent, I'm done.
Yeah, it was a mutual
And
thing. It was like
it was
we
like
don't really
May
have any.
22nd, 2016. I got a notification on my phone. It said Cody Rhodes and WWE have mutually parted ways. I was at Disneyland and I made a video.
Yeah, it's just that's how it goes sometimes, folks.
So
Thank you for listening to my weird rants and tuning into this edition of the PW Unlimited podcast. You can follow me on Twitter at PWUnlimited. You can follow us on Twitter at PWUnlimited, Facebook at facebook.com/Pro Wrestling ULTD. Right here on YouTube, be sure to check out Sean Ross, Jimmy Van, and all the other fine folk at Fightful.com or on Twitter at FightfulOnline.
also,
And Tim, go ahead.
also, if you want to win some wrestling figures and some cool wrestling DVDs,
Some real, like, they have a couple ECW ones that
they have
I
DVDs
don't think
from
are even
the
on
80s,
the network.
the 90s, the currents. They got tag team DVDs. They've got hardcore wrestling DVDs. And as Sean says, the cool thing about these DVDs is, yeah, you can probably see it all on the WWE Network, but the WWE Network stuff is possibly edited. These DVDs are basically original content that hasn't been modified for the network. So go over to their website. I think it's on like the right side. You'll see a like a cube advertisement. It's got a picture of a Cesaro figure on it, a picture of a Xavier Woods figure on it. Click that. It'll give you all the details to enter into their contest they're doing right now.
Yeah, definitely enter into that. Everyone go tweet at Sean Ross Sapp. Happy birthday as well.
His birthday is tomorrow.
Well, I guess in Canada it's today. Well, if you're on the East Coast, it's right now.
Technically, yeah.
If you're on the East Coast, tweet Sean, happy birthday.
One final thing about Cody and All In. Most people didn't realize what his boots say for All In. They say 6:05. And what people don't realize is 6:05 is a callback to the Crockett era. Crockett would come on the Superstation Saturday nights at 6:05 p.m. So Cody goes on Instagram and he types in, "I know All In starts at 6, but it's always going to be Saturdays at 6:05 in my heart." And I was shocked by the number of people that didn't get what 6:05 meant to Cody. I was shocked.
Some interesting stuff, guys.
But with that, you can follow me on Twitch and Twitter. Hopefully, within the next week and a half, I'll have Spider-Man that I'll be putting up on Twitch. That game is just going to be amazeballs. So,
The Fightful command is just Fightful, right?
yes, I think so. I can tell you right now.
I believe it's just Fightful.
Might be just fight.
It is just fight.
Fight.
It's just fight. All right,
that,
folks.
We will see you on a Saturday. We're actually doing a simulcast. We'll be live on both our channel and the Fightful channel with myself, Nick, and Sean Ross Sapp giving you our thoughts of All In, basically moments after the show goes off the air. So with that, have a great night. Have a great rest of your week. We'll see you live Saturday after All In.
See you guys. Have a good one.